Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Mobalytics tier list. Today, we will be covering patch 7.24b, which is an intermediate patch in between patch 7.24 and patch 8.1 when the new season starts. Anyway, let's get right into the tier list. For top lane, Jace once again stands alone as the S tier top laner. Despite receiving direct nerfs to his kit, what makes Jace so strong is his ability to lane versus any champion in the game. Jace does really well into carries and other bruisers, and he especially does well into tank matchups despite being a carry champion. Until Jace receives some more impactful direct nerfs or the top lane meta drastically changes, expect him to be here for a while. Another awesome top lane champion that's worth noting is Gangplank. Gangplank, despite having a very high play rate, also boasts a very high win rate in Korean solo queue. Although players on the Korean server do have an advantage because of their lower ping, meaning it's much easier to land Gangplank's barrel combos, he is very good with Kleptomancy at the moment, and he definitely is a strong top laner. Gangplank has done historically well into tank matchups, and they give him a lot of time to scale up to his hyper late game. Other champs have moved up in priority, such as Alawi and Camille. For the jungle role, we have 4 S tier champions. Shyvana and Kha'Zix have worked their way up from A into S because of their ability to win solo queue games and carry them very hard. At the moment, Kha'Zix is in a great spot. You can take both Dark Harvest and Electrocute, you can one-shot squishies, and in teamfights you can reset with your wings. His ability to control objectives with his isolated Q, one-shot carries, and get out effectively with his leap makes him a strong assassin. Evelynn has moved up from B to A and is definitely on our radar. She's not doing incredibly well in North American solo queue, but in other regions she's doing great. Once again, just like Kha'Zix, she's a great assassin to play in the jungle role, and because after level 6 she becomes a stealth champion, this means that she can control vision very well. Her clear is very fast, and she has an awesome hard CC ability with her charm. Quite a few champions in the middle lane are making use of the Unsealed Spellbook rune. This rune is really effective for a few reasons. This allows champions like Vladimir, for example, to take Ignite in lane and get a lot of kill pressure and all-in potential, and then later on into the game take Ghost for teamfights. This rune also reduces the cooldown of your summoner spells by 25%, meaning champions that are very flash reliant like Malzahar can make great use of this rune. Katarina drops down due to some direct nerfs, and Kassadin moves up. Although games usually don't go to late game at the moment and they are very fast and snowbally, Kassadin finds himself in a great spot because if you ever do get to level 16 and your 3rd rank in your ultimate, the game is basically won. For the bottom lane, Ezreal and Misfortune still do find themselves in S tier despite both receiving direct nerfs. This is because they just were that strong before. 180 carry you might want to keep your eye on is Vayne. Currently, she finds herself doing very well in solo queue, and she can use all 3 runes down the precision tree. Press the attack is going to help you shred those tanks. If you need a little bit of lane sustain, you can take fleet footwork, and if you think you're going to all in a lot, lethal tempo is also a good option. The difference between a champion such as Vayne and Lucian, whereas Lucian is struggling a lot at the moment, although they're both very short range, Vayne both scales harder and has true damage in her kit, meaning she's more reliable if you get a few items. Finally, for support, not much has changed. We still see the tank supports dominating the bot lane such as Leona, Blitzcrank, Taric, and Alistar, but Sona, Janna, and Soraka are still all very good. For the poke heavy supports, Xerath has moved up from B to A tier, and just for the same reasons that he's a great S tier mid laner, he's also a great poke support. This has been the Mobalytics patch 7.24b champion tier list. Thank you all very much for watching, and check out Mobalytics at mobalytics.gg.